Welcome to Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Kevin Delp. Today we're looking at Clank in Space Apocalypse from Renegade Game Studios. Clank in Space is built off of the same game system as Clank the deck building adventure game. Today we're going to do an overview of the new expansion Apocalypse and see how we can thwart the dastardly deeds of Lord Eradicus. The components include 2 double-sided game board pieces, a boss marker, 35 adventure deck cards, and 8 scheme cards. At the beginning of the game, you'll select one of the new scheme cards. You can do this randomly or choose as a group which one to use. They have 3 different categories, 1, 2, or 3, 1 being easy all the way to 3, which is really difficult. Recommend as your first game to choose a category 1 card. Some of these schemes reference a board piece, and I recommend making sure that board piece is in the game. The scheme card is divided into 3 phases. As you're pulling black cubes out of the bag, you'll be placing them on the scheme card. Once a row is filled up, then that phase activates. Then you'll move to the next phase. On your turn, you can spend 3 skills to take a black cube from a phase, but that phase cannot be completed already. Other ways of taking black cubes off of the scheme card are through cards. Now each black cube is worth a point, but they can be used during the game instead. Like the Cleaner Bot, you can take any secret in your current module, or the Fringe Scientist lets you draw 3 cards if you spend a black cube. Or the cool one, Fry All 9,000. You can get some major fight power. There are even spots on the board where you can spend black cubes, like removing 3 Clank, or healing a damage. Once a scheme card is totally filled, there will be an ongoing effect. Like for instance, in this scheme, your first move each turn generates no movement. There's also a new data port on the board, and the icon is drawing a card. As you can see, Clank in Space Apocalypse brings some pretty cool things to the game, especially those scheme cards. But if you don't want to play with the scheme cards, the game gives you some rules on how to play without the scheme cards by putting the black cubes in a pool and then using your skill to get them from that pile of black cubes. So if you already enjoy the game Clank in Space, then I would highly recommend getting Apocalypse from Renegade Game Studios. And be sure to subscribe to Tantrum House. And you already love Clank in Space. Clank in Space. Or Clank in... Oops. Dropped it. Go subscribe over here.